Good morning, YouTube. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Yesterday after Christmas, the day after Christmas, I got a mailbox full of recent pickups. One of which is a authenticated autograph of, in my opinion, one of, if not the most legendary pitcher ever. Probably the most legendary pitcher ever on a Babe Ruth level as far as folklore. Um, but at this point in time. Um, and I was lucky enough to see most of his career. Also, four of these five pickups are for the 88 Top Set project, and the other one I'll show first. This is just a 1990 Bowman Corey Snyder autographed in blue Sharpie. Snyder, one of my all-time favorite Indians. Back in when I was a kid, he was one of my very favorite players. My favorite all-time player was Michael Jack Schmidt, but Corey Snyder, my favorite Indian in those days. He run Andre Thornton, another is another one, but Snyder. I've collected Snyder cards forever, autographs forever. I've got, and this come out of a Facebook group. This was a pickup. Every time I see like somebody selling autograph cards in these TTM Facebook groups I'm in, and somebody's selling one of Snyder that's and it's blue Sharpie. This was blue Sharpie, and it's cheap. I'll pick it up. Well, as long as it's somebody selling cards that I'm familiar with and know. Um, these other four pickups that came in are for the 88 Top Set. One of them, Ron Blomberg, uh, Ron Blomberg, former first overall draft pick, I believe, by the Yankees back in, I can't remember what year he was drafted. It was late 60s, though. Um, Blomberg never turned into the superstar that many thought he would be and predicted he would be, but he was a serviceable player. He's most famous today for being the first designated hitter, and that just happens to be by sheer luck. The when the American League instigated the designated hitter in the very first season, it just so happened that this guy happened to get wrote into the lineup as designated hitter by his manager, and they happened to play the first game of the season that year, so first scheduled game. So he goes down in history as the first designated hitter. Anyway, that's a beautiful blue Sharpie autograph on that Turn Back the Clock card, and that's another one down for the 88 Tops project. This next one here is also 88 Tops regular set. This is a little bit tougher one to get. Donnell Nixon. Nixon, not an easy autograph to come by since his playing days. Anyway, this is the brother of Otis Nixon. Some people might be more familiar with him. Both Donnell and Otis were speed kings. Both of them had blazing speed. Both of them were, what you would call off speed and not much else in their game. Little power, little to no power. And but anyway, Donnell not as famous as his brother Otis, but both of them had tremendous minor league seasons. Donnell, it says right here in 1983 at Bakersfield, which I believe was a Dodgers. Well, no, it was a Mariners at that time. Might have been later a Dodgers, but a Mariners affiliate back in '83, and he stole 144 bases in one season in the minors. The very next year, he stole over 100. He had two seasons of over 100 steals in the minors, and another in 1982 in low A, he stole 85. So he had some talent, but he couldn't, no power. Back in the late '80s, teams were already if you didn't have power, you had to be elite at getting on base or something. And this is from the 88 Tops traded set, Juan Agosto. Pretty tough. It's blue Sharpie. I know that's not showing up that well. I could tell by looking at it's because of the light from the window and the fact that this is already in top loading plastic sleeve. But yeah, let me take it out of everything here and show it. There you go. Now you can see that blue Sharpie autograph. It's not showing up that well on his uniform anyway. Agosto is a tough guy to get. He's a tough autograph to get. I've not seen a dress or a success on a mailing address in a long time for this guy. So when I come across that, this was more than likely autographed during his playing days. So you know, some of these guys are tougher to get. You have to jump on them when you can get them. And here's the big one that I've been, excited about. PSA DNA with a grade of a 10 for the autograph. Nolan Ryan. This is the legendary Hall of Famer I was talking about. I was lucky enough to see a lot of his career in my lifetime. Growing up as a kid, this guy was easily the one of the most feared pitchers in all of baseball. And this is just tremendous for the 88 top set to be able to acquire this. And I'm going to be honest with you, I actually purchased one that was graded by Beckett that was in blue Sharpie, and actually it was cheaper than this one. I really loved the Beckett one. As far as it was an older autograph of Ryan, and instead, like in other words, his name was more. It looked more like an autograph of his from the days of his playing career. This is more like a modern autograph of Ryan. But at any rate, it was just Beckett authenticated, and it was about 2 days after I purchased it. The seller contacted me and told me he was going to have to issue me a complete and full refund because he could not find the card in his shop. And apparently, someone that worked for him had sold it or misplaced it in his shop. So he gave me a full refund. And that kind of disappointed me because after I'd made the purchase, I was already excited about another mega Hall of Famer down for the 88 top set. You know, and I don't know how good that's showing up, but it is a there. The light's a little bit better now. Beautiful blue Sharpie on that Nolan Ryan, and it is the PSA give the auto a 10. But anyway, he refunded me, and I'll show the back of that. Um, but he refunded me, and I was kind of down. And then like 2 days later, it just so happened that somebody had this one listed, and I had looked at it, but they were asking way too much. I mean, I was looking at sold comps, and they were they were asking more than what the last three or four that were PSA tens that with a 10 auto had sold for. Now this right here goes for a little bit more premium nowadays for some reason. I don't know why, because to me, I just wanted to add this to my set. I wasn't worried about the autograph being a 10 or not. I did like the fact that it was Blue Sharpie, but it's a 10 autograph, and that puts a little bit more of a premium on what these go for nowadays, or can command. But at any rate, this it does have a little, and I don't think it's going to show up on here, but there was a little dot that looks like a almost like somebody had took a pen and just kind of accidentally, it might have been Ryan when he signed it, accidentally got a little dot, on the corner of the card up there near the very top edge and this, near this corner. No big deal, but I notice every little thing like that when I get a card. Because when I got it, as soon as I opened up the package, I'm like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh," but that's me. But at any rate, it's still a great addition to the set. Big time Hall of Famer. But anyway, I got this. I did pay more for it than I did had the Beckett that I got refunded on. But I'm fine with it because once the guy told me he couldn't find the Beckett one that I bought and he had to refund me, I was so down. I'm like, man, I thought I was getting the Ryan, and Ryan is on two other cards in the 88 top set. He's on a turn back the clock card and he's on a record breakers card. But this is his main regular card, and I got it down, and so that was just a big pickup for me. And also, these additions that came in yesterday put me up to on the regular set for the 88 Tops project, 475 cards now autographed out of 792, six of which of those 792 are checklists that I probably will not get autographed. But also, this is not counting, I have team leader cards that were in those sets. I have, like, for example, the Texas Rangers, they have a team leader card that's got like 5 or 6 guys pictured, and I have 3 or 4 of those signed by different players, and so they're in my master set project. But I don't count them. I only count one of them toward the 792. And then the traded set, I now have 66 out of 132 possible cards autographed. And one of those cards is a checklist. Again, some people, I know some collectors, they get the checklist, they get somebody to sign the checklist. I've just never been somebody did that. I just look for the most pristine, mint centered checklist that I can find for my master set. But anyway, this was an awesome mail day. Anytime you get an autographed Nolan Ryan in the mailbox, it's an autographed mail. I mean, it's an awesome mail day. And then these for the 88 Tops project as well, and then for the Indians PC. So I'm really thrilled with this mail day, and I wanted to share it with you all. And thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be doing more videos in the future, especially as more mail comes in. And I'm going to be doing a lot of shorter videos that will not be on this playlist for the 88 Top set, but will be on, more like on playlist Enjoying Baseball Cards or TTM playlist, because I've got a lot of TTMs that I've sent out recently as I'm getting back into doing another wave of that. Winter seems to bring that out in me. I really love, seems like I get back into big time collecting and going after TTM autographs in the winter months when it's so cold here in Northeast Ohio and you're staying inside more, you know. And so, anyway, again, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I'll probably be doing at least one more video before New Year's, but just in case, everyone have a happy New Year. Just in case I'm not back before then. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day.